This is a battery that I recently did a capacity test on. It actually performed really well, so I wanted to open it up and see what's inside. Now, I did cut this, and I'll show you how I did it. I will try different ways to cut these open throughout my videos, and I'll find what I think is the best way to cut it open and not damage the case too much. Also, I don't want it to be too messy. So again, I'm gonna look at different ways on how to get these things opened. I know that they're glued up here, but I don't want to come in here with a flathead screwdriver and just destroy the case. I do actually plan on putting these all to use that I cut open, and over time I'll be able to give more feedback on how well this battery stood up versus others. But I wanted to go ahead and see what's inside, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now, I did cut this one this way because, as you see, when you open these batteries, I did not want to cut too far into this case, so I actually set the saw to just barely cut in, and it did actually pretty good. But again, here's why. You've got these wires and they're just sitting right up against the case. I was able to cut this case, and as you can see, I did not cut any of these wires while I was doing it. So if you just take your time or find the right tool, I've seen people go at these things with like reciprocating saws, oscillating saws, even hand saws. There's probably a million different ways to get this thing open, but if you try and you get down a good method, you can do this without destroying your battery. Let me go ahead and get these wires right here taken off so that way we can look inside here better. All right, so I've got these terminals unscrewed from the bottom of the top piece here. They were just screws, and they were screwed in, you know, pretty nice and tight. I don't think there was going to be a problem with them coming off. I did take this little piece of rubber or foam off of here, off the top, because it was easy to remove. I did try to pull this whole piece out of the case, but they have these strips of adhesive down the foam, and I don't want to just completely destroy it pulling it out, but I do got a good view into this, and as you can see, here's the BMS. The cells are pretty nice looking cells. They do look like they were new cells and not like used cells of some sort. It does look like it only has a high temperature sensor. So I don't see like a high temp and a low temp sensor, and I don't believe those do both. So that's what you have here. Here is the BMS. It does say 120 amp right here on it. So there's the information from the top of the BMS. Pretty straightforward. It's just glued to the sides of these cells here. And then, as you can see, there's just the cells underneath and all the bus bars and everything in here. Here is the cable for the cell equalizers. The positive goes all the way down there to the bottom. So does this negative here. And then of course it goes through the BMS. And that's about it. I mean, I do like the fact that this thing's not just full of glue and mess. It does have an odor, of course, but they all usually do. When you cut them open like this, you're gonna just smell all that glue and adhesive and foam that's in here, and it doesn't smell great, but I don't smell anything that smells like a busted cell or anything like that. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a pretty nice battery. I mean, this is a pretty standard size case that I see a lot of batteries in, this standard size case. If you wanted something much smaller, this could have fit in a decently sized smaller case, but form factor is what you're buying. They do sell this as a smaller version that's just in a smaller case. But that's it. So it looks like it's got high temp protection. I don't remember seeing any Bluetooth signal coming from this. So it's your standard, you know, lithium iron phosphate battery. And, you know, if you get it at a good price, it doesn't seem to be a bad battery. Anyways, there it is. I'm gonna put it all back together. Like I said, I do use these batteries and I plan on putting this back together. I may even just hot weld this back on, tape it. I don't know what I'll do, but it's still in a good usable form. Nothing wrong with the battery at all. So I'll test this thing out and see how it performs over the next year or so. Also, if you like these type of videos where, you know, we go inside and look at the inside of the battery, you know, let me know down in the comments. I'm not sure if it's really worth it a lot to tear these things apart to see what's inside of it more than just, you know, trusting whatever the label says. Gave me a good view. Like I said, it looks like it was put together pretty well, and it lets me know what I'm running. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I hope this information was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.